Hey all, my name is Paul Borosky and I am the owner of Quality Business Plan. And what I'd like to do today is give you all some tips and tricks on how to write a home remodeling business plan, as well as how to construct a basic financial model to help you all identify how many customers you need to service on a daily basis, align some of the costs with the customers, and then see what's going to happen to your net profits for the month. So the way the video is going to play out is at first I'm going to give you all a little bit of background about me, who I am, what I do, and why I do it. From that point in time, we're then going to go ahead and talk about the home remodeling business plan, tips and tricks specifically for the company description section, and a basic financial model. All right, so let's go ahead and zip through this handy dandy little PowerPoint presentation. So as promised, a little bit about me. Again, Paul Borosky, MBA. I am a professional writer, specifically a business plan writer. So if y'all want to avoid all the fun and excitement of writing your own business plan, please don't be shy. Pick up the phone, give me a call, send me a text, send me an email. Be delighted to write the business plan for you. If you do want to write your own business plan, kudos to you. At least allow me to provide a guide to y'all. And specifically what I mean by that is I do have books published on Amazon.com in reference to business plan writing. So if you do, again, want to write your own business plan, pick up one of my books. I do give some really insightful tips for each section of the business plan when completing it. And then finally, a little bit of education. I am an adjunct professor and also a subject matter expert for both business and finance. So if you all do need some help with your financial projections, I'd be delighted to write up or construct a financial model and develop your financial projection, your pro forma financial projections for you. All right, all the boring stuff is done. Let's talk about your home remodeling business plan and some tips and tricks aligned with it. So first and foremost, tip number one, company description. When you're writing up your home remodel business plan, make sure to discuss your services offered. Yes, you know, typically a home remodel company is going to do the kitchens and the baths. But a lot of readers of your business plan, they're not going to understand the full scope of the services that you provide. And I know I used to be in the home remodeling industry. So, yes, make sure to include in your service description, kitchens, and yes, include, remodeling bathrooms, but also talk about if you're going to do flooring, you might do just backsplashes, or you might remodel closets and put in, some of those closet separators and stuff and such. So when you're writing up your home remodel business plan, make sure to discuss the full scope of the services provided. Also, if you have any secondary revenue generators aside from your home remodeling that's going to make your organization a little bit of money, make sure to touch on that as well. Some examples of this would be some specialty services that you're going to be providing. You might, specialize in trim, or you might specialize in tile, or you might, do some home repairs. If there's individual jobs like that, or if there's small maintenance jobs that your company is going to be providing, make sure to touch on that as well, and make sure to describe those as secondary revenue generators. And then finally, when you're writing up your home remodel business plan in your company description section, make sure to include some statistics in there. For example, the home remodeling industry in the last 12 months is generated $111 billion. In the next 5 years, industry experts anticipate revenue growth rates annually at about 1.5%. And the historical growth rates for the industry for probably the last 5 years, growth rates were about a 2.5%, a 2.5% rate annually. When you include statistics in your business plan for your home remodeling company, what you're doing is just showing that this document is credible. Yes, this information, yes, the industry generated $111 billion, and yes, the growth rate was 1.5%. When you include these statistics and when you show citations at the bottom, you're adding credibility to the document. The more credibility you add to the document, once you get to your startup costs and once you get to your pro forma financial projections, and the reader is seeing that this is factual, this is factual, and this is factual, as they see this, once they get to the startup costs, once they get to the pro formas, then they're going to be trained to say, well, you know what, if all this other information is credible and accurate, then these numbers should be close as well. So you're going to get less resistance once you get to your financial projections. Also, when you put that information in there, you're showing that you're an industry expert. You've done the research. Yes, you know how to remodel kitchens. Yes, you know how to remodel bathrooms. But this also shows that you know what the trends are in the industry, what the statistics are in the industry. So it shows that you've got a broad scope of knowledge, not only with hands-on, but also with the industry and its trends as well. So there's a lot of benefits to including some industry statistics. That it's really easy to do, and the return on your investment, time invested, should be quite substantial. All right, next is going to be your pro forma financial projections. So when you're doing your business plan, you do want to include pro forma financial projections in there. However, those do take a lot of time to create and structure. A lot of home remodel businesses, what they want to do before they even get started is they just need to know how many customers they need to service on a weekly basis. If my costs are X, Y, and Z, how much am I going to make? And so those are some real quick answers that can be answered from just the use of this basic financial model. So this financial model right here took me about, I'd say about 10 to 15 minutes to create in Excel. And the way that it works is that if you identify the number of customers that you want to service on a weekly basis, for this example, 3, and you think the average sale price is going to be about $2,500, and your average variable cost for each job done is about $800. When you identify those variables, you do some calculations for your gross profits and your total profits. What's going to happen here is you're going to get a total gross profit in this particular example about $5,100. Now, for most industries, when I could design my financial models, I'm going to use days in the month. However, because typically a repair job is going to take more than a day, I'm going to base this on a weekly basis. And in order to do this for a weekly basis, we're going to go off of 4.333, which just indicates how many weeks in a month. So once we put that together, we multiply that 4.33 by our total gross profits. It's going to give us a monthly gross profits of about $22,000. The next step is to go ahead and construct, what are your monthly fixed costs. So just make a list of the monthly fixed costs that you anticipate, and then add them all up. For this example, it's $14,800. Now, once you have your basic revenues calculated and you have your monthly fixed costs all taken care of, this next simple third step is going to be to take your monthly gross profits, again, $22,100, and deduct the $14,008, which are your monthly costs, and gives us a net profits of $7,298. So what we are able to do with this little financial model is just use some real easy variables that we can estimate: number of customers, average sales price, and variable cost, deduct our monthly fixed costs, and then boom, we're going to know what our should be, or close to our monthly profits. Once we have this, then all we have to do now is just, once we start a business, keep our costs in line and go for those 3 customers a week with an average sales price of $2,500. Because if you can hit those 2 variables and you keep your costs in line, your net profits should take care of themselves. So it's a great little model. And then also, when you're ready to construct your pro forma financial projections, that's easy enough to do. Where this is going to be your revenue generating activities, this is going to be your fixed cost activities, and then the monthly profits are right here, and the only thing you're missing is the tax rate and some growth rates for the next 12 months. All right, so hopefully this information was helpful. And so in summary, when you're writing up your home remodel business plan, make sure to follow a proven format. You can go out there and you can get one of those free templates, and you can try to use that and align it with your home remodel industry. Just keep in mind that same free template could be used for a restaurant as well as a lawn care company. So you might struggle a little bit with figuring out what information you need and don't need. So make sure to follow a proven format. Next, keep the star of the show as the business. Yes, you might have been remodeling for the last 20 years and you've got significant experience, but the business plan is all about the business. So, make sure you just stay focused on the business when writing that plan. And then finally, if you do need some help with your home remodel business plan, please reach out. I'd be delighted to help, whether it's writing up the plan for you or doing the financial projections. All right, so if you do want a custom plan written, just visit my website, qualitybusinessplan.com/business plan prices 3/. And then if you do want a business plan template that is aligned with the home repair and remodel industry, just go to my website, qualitybusinessplan.com/business plan templates, and I do have a wide array of those available. All right, so hopefully this information was helpful, and have a great day. Thank you.